everyone, Blaze here, welcome back to another anime haul video. This is a Discotek Blu-ray update. Yes, it's been a long time, I'm aware. I've been busy reorganising my room. I've had some things going on in my life that have sort of, affected my desire to do this, to be honest, among other things. But yeah, I hope to eventually share an update on the room, because it's really changed. Well, sort of. I'll let you be the ultimate people who decide how much it's changed, but it's changed quite a bit and I'm pretty happy with it. So anyway, that's not what we're here for. We're here to talk about Discotek Blu-ray 1980s. How long have I been doing these update videos for? So I think we're on literally the last video here, so it's going to be 1988 and 1989. So let's just get into it, shall we? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Far more than I would have had if I had done this video when I should have done. So yeah, I've got 11 things, so let's see how quickly we can get through them. Okay, so they should be in order of when they came out. Again, I'm using Blu-ray.com for this, so it's probably not an exact science, but it's close enough. So starting with, for the first one for 1988, we've got Gunbuster on Blu-ray, the complete original OVA series. Of course, we've had the movie on Blu-ray for quite a while from Made in Japan. I think Bandai also put it out, maybe not, I can't remember. And Sentai have since also put out the movie. The movie is a condensed version of this OVA. But yeah, this is the first time that we've had the OVA cut available in HD. It was previously available on DVD from Bandai Visual. I did used to own it, but I never got around to watching it. And now that I have, I've seen this Blu-ray, obviously. I'm really kind of annoyed that I didn't get to it before, but at the same time, I am pleased that, my first experience was in beautiful high definition. I did watch it dubbed. I really enjoyed the dub as well. Gunbuster, this is not new to anyone really that knows about it. Gunbuster is a freaking masterpiece. I absolutely loved this OVA. This has gone right up to, not the very, very, very top, but pretty darn close to being the best OVA I've ever seen. It has, and this is partly the reason, I really, really enjoyed it. It's a really frenetic 6 episodes, got crazy good animation. It has, I think, quite possibly the most satisfying, and as a result, quite possibly the best ending any anime has ever had. There are very few other anime that I think have a better ending than this. Unfortunately, one of those is Area 88, which is also an OVA, which in my opinion might have a slightly better ending, but that's also, there's a lot of emotional baggage for me with that one, sort of. That's a weird way to phrase it, but it's just like, I've been a fan of Area 88 for so long, and I've been championing it for so long, and part of the reason for that, and the reason I love it so much, is because of the ending. Gunbuster's ending on a more universal scale, figuratively and literally, among the anime fan base, you'll probably find has a better ending for most people compared to Area 88. But yeah, this is just one of the best endings in fiction. I'm not going to go into it at all, because obviously I don't want to spoil one of the best endings in fiction. You should buy this, and you should watch it, and you should experience Gunbuster if you haven't already. I mean, it's been around for a very long time, but if you're one like me and hadn't got around to it yet, I highly, highly recommend you do so. This Blu-ray is amazing. It's pretty stacked, but unfortunately it doesn't include the Jonathan Clements commentaries, which were announced before the release and kind of were like cancelled, kind of under the radar, to the point that when I got the release I wasn't aware that it didn't come with them. I watched it, absolutely adored it, and then I thought, oh cool, I'm going to rewatch this again with the commentary. Where is it? Yeah, actually, where is it? And yeah, turned out that it wasn't on the disc at all, which really disappointing. But thankfully, Justin Servakis actually has archived those commentaries onto YouTube, so you can sync them either on your phone, iPod. Well, I use an iPod, most people don't. On your phone, on YouTube while watching it, or people have done the work online if you know where to look, and yeah, you can watch it synced with the video if you like. Yeah, that wasn't a Discotek thing, that was unfortunately a licensor thing at the last moment, which is a real shame. But anyway, other than that, this set is absolutely stacked. Really cool artwork from the Japanese Blu-ray box on the front. So yeah, and there's the back. And yeah, like I said, brand new English dub. First time this series has ever got an English dub. At least I can't remember. I don't think the movie has a dub. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the first time Gunbuster has ever had a dub. And yeah, this is an absolute must-own release. Pretty much over everything. Yeah, everything I'm going to talk about, this is the one you need to own in your collection. So if you haven't done so already, I highly recommend doing so. It's going to be in print for a while, but you know, things have changed on the Discotek front. Don't expect things to remain in print for 5 to 10 years like they did in the past. Like, if you haven't picked up something that's 3 years old, I would very much urge you to prioritize that over something that, you know, maybe is only about a year old. If you really want that thing that came out 3 years ago, go and get it. You know, you never know. So yeah, that's a Gunbuster, which, as much as I wanted to do these videos to go quickly, it's now 6 minutes into the video. Anyway, next we got Demon City Shinjuku. So this is a Yoshiaki Kawajiri film, previously released on DVD from Central Park Media, and obviously Discotek themselves. I used to own the DVD, sold it, bought the Blu-ray. I wasn't a huge fan of this one the first time I watched it. It was the first time I'd watched a Kawajiri film and been actually disappointed. I mean, Highlander's Search for Vengeance exists. It's debatable whether I found it disappointing, given I didn't have much high hopes for it to begin with. But you know, but yeah, outside of that, this was the first time I'd watched something of his where I was just kind of like, you know, Wicked City was really cool, and this just felt like a downgrade. But going back to it with this Blu-ray, my opinion changed. I actually really enjoyed it the second time round. I think I got more of the story, and the Blu-ray just looks so much better than the old DVD did, and I think that really elevated my enjoyment. You know, the contrast, again, I talked about this with Wicked City, I'm pretty sure, but like the blues, the blacks, and then you get these real highlight purple, pinks, and reds and stuff, and it really looks great on this. The story you can kind of take or leave, but there are some amazing moments in this, and I just really enjoyed my time with it. It's a pretty quick movie. It's like an 80-minute film, I'm pretty sure, or something. Yeah, literally 80 minutes, that's what it says on the back. So yeah, it's not a very long one, but as a result, it doesn't really outstay its welcome. It's a bit weird. It has some weird stuff in it. It's a Kawajiri film. But yeah, I like it, and if you're a fan of horror films, these are Wicked City and this are kind of ones that you definitely need to have in your collection as an anime fan. You know, if you cross over into horror as well, these are two films that you should probably own. And that comes from someone who's not a horror fan themselves in the live action space, but when it comes to anime, I have enjoyed it, and yeah, this is up there as one of my favourites along with Wicked City. Really just love the art, love the general atmosphere of these films, and yeah, they're a great double feature to have in your collection. Yeah, obviously they're based on, I can't remember the guy's name, but they're based on novels that are tangentially related to each other, but yeah, I can't remember, like, they're sort of related to each other. I don't think this is like a prequel, sequel to Wicked City or anything. Maybe, I can't actually remember, to be honest, so I won't really go into it, but yeah, I recommend Demon City Shinjuku. I think that might be the guy's Hideyuki Kikuchi? Whatever, I think that might be the guy that made the novels, has got a copyright next to him, so that would make sense. Anyway, yeah. Demon City Shinjuku. Okay, here's one that I really should have watched by now, I think, because it's just, I wouldn't say it's necessarily right up my alley, but like, I've basically watched the two other shows that like you would class as like I don't know, like in the same space, if you will. Like, I've seen Saint Seiya, and I've seen what's it called, Tenki Shurato. I think there's a word in between that, and this one kind of came out in the middle of those, and that's obviously Ronin Warriors, or Legendary Armor Samurai Troopers. So yeah, I'm pretty sure, yes, I did pick up the DVDs. I can't remember if I ever showed those, but yeah, I did end up picking the DVDs. There was a few. There was an unfortunate part where, like, my my process of picking up Discotek releases was basically, okay, I want to focus a bit on DVDs because I think they're not going to be around forever, so it proved. So yeah, I went and picked up a bunch of things, and a few that I picked up ultimately did get Blu-rays, so I had to sell those and pick up the Blu-rays, but that's fine, obviously, because now I have it in beautiful high def. And I think this time, I can't remember, did the DVD come with the dub? I'm sure it did, it must have done, but I can't remember. But anyway, I have it with the dub. It has the dub. So yeah, I've not watched it. So this is all 39, I believe. Yeah, 39 episodes plus 3 OVAs. But those 3 OVAs actually total to about 11 episodes. But yeah, Samurai series, kind of in the same vein as Saint Seiya. So yeah, Legendary Armor Samurai Troopers with a full English dub, which is really cool for like a show from what, 1988. So yeah, it's like I can't remember if it's like a cartoony sort of dub. Like, cause obviously Bandai back in the day did release it as Ronin Warriors separately with like dub only, or was it like a flipper disc? So I can't remember. Anyway, it really doesn't matter. We have it in Blu-ray now, so whatever. I've not watched this yet. I know that Val is currently watching this as of the recording of this video. So yeah, obviously other people have seen it. And so yeah, kind of boring disc art. Ah, Christ. Where did that even fall out from? Okay, from there. So yeah, we got the TV series on, what's that, 4 discs? Yeah, 4 discs, and then the OVAs on 1 disc. Jesus. Okay, one of these things doesn't want to hold the disc. Yeah, that's really not gripping onto that at all, so I have to be careful. My slipcover isn't really too bad, but it's not misprinted, but it's like misconstructed. I don't know how you put it really. I don't know if you kind of see it there. You see like the back cover is like coming out like about a couple of millimeters, like out from the, yeah, across the spine. Oh, I can't really think of the right words, but you can see it, right? It's kind of weird. And as a result, like it's basically misfolded, I guess you'd say. So like the spine on both sides basically shows a bit of the back cover, which is sort of annoying. I've had that problem with a lot of Discotek releases, but yeah, this is definitely the worst offender that I've had in terms of Discotek slip covers. But I'm not going to spend all that money again just to get a slipcover in better condition, because ultimately it's the show that counts, guys. It's all that matters. Okay, this is a bit weird because I don't know if I've talked about Project A-ko 2 yet, because I don't know if it was out, released, as in when I was doing these videos, but so I might be skipping over that. But here we have Project A-ko 3, Cinderella, Rhapsody. I think this is the weakest of the Project A-ko ones. I might have to quickly read the back. Springs in the air, that means love is sure to follow, or at least overpower redhead. Yeah, so this is the one where like A-ko and is it A-ko and B-ko? I can't remember. I actually can't remember which character is which now. Obviously I know who A-ko is. That's A-ko. I can't remember. Is she C-ko or B-ko? I can't remember. Was she B-ko? Whatever. I think there's like basically I think it's a love triangle between these the two girls here and him, but he's like more infatuated with her, who I'm pretty sure is Seiko. Again, I can barely remember. It's been a little while, but yeah, whiny Seiko. Yeah, so I'm gonna guess that's probably Seiko right there. But yeah, so yeah, it's kind of like a love triangle sort of story. It's not particularly great, to be honest. There's not really a lot that happens in this one. It's like a little fight scene towards the end. But it looks really nice, obviously. But yeah, it's just part of the collection, I guess you'd say. Part of the franchise. But probably the least good of the 4 main entries. So yeah, Project A-ko 3, Cinderella, Rhapsody. Obviously looks incredible on Blu-ray. And Discotek crammed it as full of as many little special features and things that they could think to include, like trivia and liner notes and stuff. Really, really, really do like this artwork though on the inside. It's one of the better ones of the 4 for like the original movie posters and stuff. Just a really good character ensemble, I guess. It's been a while, guys. It's been a while since I've done these. And again, I really like the disc art as well, because we get even more different artwork there. So yeah, Project Echo 3, Cinderella Rhapsody. Looks amazing. These are obviously, unfortunately, like I can't claim to be like an original fan of these that gets to experience them, you know, many years later in this glorious high definition. Like apart from the first movie, this was the first time I'd seen any of these, but I do really appreciate them. I feel like, obviously, with all the vast amount of anime I've wasted my life on, has really helped me enjoy all the little references and things that they make in these. So yeah, I've really enjoyed watching these. So yeah, Project Echo 3, Cinderella Rhapsody. Poet, know it. Okay, next up we have... I haven't actually... Well, I have watched this before, but I've not watched this Blu-ray in particular yet. I popped it in. It looks really good. This is currently, as of the making of this video, and probably for quite a while into the future, although I hope not, this might be the last of like the Vault finds that Discotek were doing. Not because those sort of OVAs aren't necessarily available. Like obviously we had all that news come out about film prints and film negatives and being stuff getting lost potentially, but like that all worked out to some degree. But like just general licenses that Discotek are able to acquire means that, you know, we're not sure how many, if any, we'll be getting for the foreseeable future. So yeah, Crying Freeman is as of right now the last of those. And yeah, I've seen this one before. I watched the Discotek DVD that I had only a couple of years ago. That DVD was one of their oldest, and I'd had it for a while, just never got around to it. I'd even used to own like the bronze, silver, gold ADV volumes, which look really cool. They did 3 volumes, 2 episodes each on each one. I used to own those, but again, never got around to actually watching it. Sold those, got the compact DVD release, watched that, sold that, got the Blu-ray. So yeah, this looks incredible, and it has like the UK dub on it, which is like a first time inclusion, at least in America, obviously. So it's cool for that as well. So at least when I watch it again, if I'm going to watch it with a dub, at least I'll have an alternate dub I can enjoy. I can't remember if I did. I don't think I did watch the ADV dub in the end. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. You can kind of tell from my tone. I don't really like Crying Freeman, to be honest. It's kind of really absurd and just kind of not crude, but like it's kind of insane how you have like these 50-minute OVAs, and like basically from like episode 2 onwards, the characters are like naked for like 80% of an episode for no real reason. I don't know. I think it's supposed to kind of be like this fighting reason as what, like, but sort of. But like the main guy here, like Freeman, the main woman here, and another huge woman. Yeah, they're just naked all the fucking time. Like, and I don't like. It's not like I'm not offended by it. I just think it's really dumb, like really dumb and just strange. And like, you know, when one of them's like you have the one of them is like truly like, how can I say this in a way that isn't horrible? She's like, the other woman is like about 7 foot tall, and she's like the size of a sumo wrestler. She spends pretty much the whole time naked, and she acts like she's about 4 years old, and is super annoying. So yeah, honestly, I just don't think Crying Freeman is very good. But I'm not going to turn down a Vault find. I'm not going to turn down an OVA in glorious high definition that, you know, it's amazing this thing exists. So, yeah. Obviously, I picked up Crying Freeman. Just not a fan of Crying Freeman. I don't know when I'll get around to watch this Blu-ray. One day I will. But when? I have no idea. But anyway. So, yeah, there's the artwork. It's pretty nice. Have we got any... Like, any... Yeah, she's not even... Oh, there's... I mean, you're not going to be able to see it on the camera, so, I mean, I could try... There's like a tiny little, she's that giant woman there in the back, with clothes on for once. Like seriously, she spends like 95% of it. The percentage keeps going up. Naked, it's insane. Anyway, so yeah, really nice artwork on this one. They did a cool job with it. And on the inside, that that looks brilliant. In fact, you know, I almost prefer, I might even flip that round, because I actually think I prefer that. Like, I know it has an alternate cover on the inside, as we just saw, but I just think that looks really cool. That's a really cool image, so I'm going to flip it around anyway. I have the choice, why not? So yeah, that's the Crying Freeman. Is that 1988? I can't remember. Give me a second. So yeah, I'm sort of pressed for time. Hopefully it won't be like literally almost a whole another year before I make another video and part 2 of this. As ridiculous as that is. I'm actually going to make it this just 1988 because yeah, I'm pressed for time. So yeah, this is the 1998 part. It means the video is actually shorter. It's probably easier for you guys to watch anyway, less boring. So yeah, 1988 is done. 1988, sorry, is done. So I have 1989 to go, which will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 releases. So yeah, look forward to that pretty soon. I promise that it won't be like 6 months from now. I promise. So yeah, I'm Blaze. Thanks for watching. I hope to be back pretty soon. So yeah. How do I finish these videos? I've totally forgotten. I'm Blaze. Thanks for watching. See you next time. I'm pretty sure. See you next time.